Hello, hello. No, it's not still Halloween. It's Maintenance Me Day. I think I finally need a day devoted entirely to this 87-year-old body. And today, I'm back to my favorite 30, 40 years of Nivea. Now, I have washed my face with my microfiber sponge or cleanser that is just that pad that you use water, no soap, no cleanser on it. It does get your face so clean. As opposed to other oils and things where you tap them on gently. You don't do that with Nivea. It's not possible. You have to rub it in. And it's the only way. And as I've said before so many times, don't be afraid. You have to learn that your face needs to be massaged and rubbed just like any other part of your body, because you have all those muscles in your face that need to be activated. I think that's pretty well rubbed in. Now, the other thing that I do almost every morning, especially those mornings, do you know those mornings when you wake up and your face feels puffy? You look at yourself, your eyes are hardly open. You just don't have that nice chiseled look. Not that we're that chiseled at this stage of the game, but there are things that you should be doing for that. And that's the lymphatic drain. Now, I'm going to demonstrate how I do it. Now, I also do use one of those gua shas, but you can use the palms of your hands, especially along the jawline and under the cheeks. You want to always include the neck, up, up, up. And, of course, I always include my décolleté because I do have that leathery look on my chest. So, the best way to do this and to get all that extra puffiness out of your face, it's liquid. That's what it is. And I swear every time I do this, when I do that lymphatic drain around my nose, and I start here, remember that the drains are up here on the sides of your face, above the ear and around the ear. That's where the liquid goes. Now, I bet that I could blow my nose after doing this for just a couple of minutes, and you wouldn't believe everything that will drain. I want you to try this and see if it doesn't happen to you. Now, use your knuckles because they're strong. Don't be afraid to do this. You're not going to harm your skin. You're going to help your skin to keep that vibrant look. Yes, it's going to get red, but it goes away. All right, so I'm bringing it out. Now, under the cheeks, I can feel it going. And then up here, on my 11s, you can use the rest of your hands here, this way and down and out. I always like to rub those 11s. So this is my lymphatic drain. Don't forget that under the cheekbones and out. You can go over here, try and get those lines. Okay, I think that might be it for the day here. Then I will always lather my hands, the backs of my hands. As you know, the backs of my hands can use anything. There's a million things I could do, but at this stage of the game, it really doesn't bother me, honestly. It's the least of my worries, some of these freckle moles and things. There it is, ladies. Good old Nivea. Honestly, I've been using it since I've been in my 30s, and I can't tell you how much I love this. You know, they compare this to one of the most expensive skin creams around, La Mer. And they have done comparisons between La Mer and Nivea, and they both have almost exactly the same ingredients except for one. And one of the ones that Nivea does not have is something to do with a marine ingredient of some kind. So for what? This is the giant jar. I always have my backup here. This is a smaller one. I think this one is probably around $7.98, something like that, and this one just a little bit more. When you order these from Amazon or wherever you buy them, always look for the German version, made in Germany. I've heard that it's supposed to be made a little bit better. They put one or two more things in it. I don't know, but you know, somewhere on your jar you will see made in Germany. And if you put in that phrase when you're looking up Nivea on Amazon, put that in and see. And I think on here somewhere it does say made in Germany. So today I'm also going to do the foot thing. For some reason or other, you know, as we get older, time goes quicker. It's a proven fact that in your mind, the day goes quicker, the week goes quicker. As each year that you age, you feel as if time goes faster. And actually, in your mind, it does. So it's time to do my feet again. I'm going to soak my feet in magnesium flakes. I read about it for soaking. I don't have a tub, so I can't soak my dried up body in magnesium flakes. But it's similar to the old Epsom salts. My mother had Epsom salts and kept it around the house. We used it for everything. Honestly, Epsom salts for everything. And then I'm going to do the cup the nails and everything else that goes along with it. I do have my 40% urea cream, which I will put on, and it helps to exfoliate the dead skin on my feet too. Whatever else I can do today to my body, that will be good. And that'll take a couple of hours. I hope I will enjoy it. But at the same time, I'm still doing some purging around here. You know, as the years go by, I find I'm not wearing a lot of the things I wore previous years. By the way, I wanted to show you my steel, well, it's a coffee cup with a nice handle, or I've been using it almost every day for my water. I've decided that this is the way I can drink water better. I don't like those bottles with the tops that you go up and down that people carry with them. I'm not out that much anymore anyway. I keep this next to my bed or here or outside. And I prefer drinking with a straw, and I am able to drink my water. I hope you ladies are keeping up with me on the water, because the magnesium, what it does is it draws water into your intestines to be able to move your bowels around. So you need the water. You need the water for almost everything. I discovered that after several trips to the emergency room where I was dehydrated lately. So this is a Vera Bradley, I guess you call it a coffee cup. And Moosie bought this for me for Christmas last year, and immediately when I opened it, I recognized the style of Vera Bradley, because when I had our shop, Romancing the Home, back in the 80s and 90s, I did buy Vera Bradley bags and tote bags, and I think she even did clothing at the time, and they were very distinctly floral products. Everything from mostly their tote bags, mostly her tote bags that I used to buy. So I bought this on Amazon, and if you want something like this, it keeps everything hot or cold. It's marvelous, and I use it every day, and I love the handle, by the way. Look, when you go on Amazon, just put in Vera Bradley coffee cup, and I think they have a couple of designs of it. I think you'll love it. This little get-up that I have on my head is what I chose today to hold my hair up away from my face when I was doing my lymphatic drain. I do have to go over and visit Moosie, so I don't think I'll put too much on. Well, I've squeezed out just about as much as I can from my e.l.f. What is it? Glam, soft glam. So I'm going to open a new one. And here we go. I'm still sticking with it. I love it, ladies. I really do. So my skin is still very lubricated from the Nivea, and that's the only way that my makeup does go on. I've told you that before. My skin does have to have some oil or cream on it in order for the makeup to glide over it. I noticed one of those freckles was bouncing around from my cheek to my nose to my chin and then gone when I was doing the lymphatic drains. I'm not going to touch this. I'm going to have something on anyway. I want to make sure that my eyes are not oily because that's the only way that I can keep the eye shadow on so it doesn't get in the crease and slip around. My e.l.f. Slay Rose. It's a darkish color, and I run out of that other bronzer, so I'm using this basically as a bronzer. And just a wisp. I've been trying this lately, by the way. Kind of the slimming the nose bit. Do you ever do this? We'll see how it goes. And if it appears a little dark, once again, I should use the sponge on this, but always in too much of a rush. I'm sure I'd do a better job of makeup if I took my time, wouldn't I? Why don't I finish all this? Why don't I finish all this up off camera? Whoops. Now, this is the way you do this. By the way, I did have to get another camo concealer. I tried to get a darker color. As it turned out, I did buy the same, and I think it's called Medium Peach. Just to hide my little pigments. I'll let that dry a little. See if that slims the nose. I'll finish this up off camera. Well, I got some makeup on, fixed the eyes up. On the way home from visiting Moosie the other day, here comes Moosie. Can I be?
Rock and a roll.
Okay. Shut her down. Pop it off. I want you to see Moosie, by the way. Most of his beard is gone, not everything. I had to stop at Walmart because I needed food this time. And I bought quite a bit of veggies and things, a lot of different things. What I did buy, and I wanted to make them for you, was some bok choy for a soup where you use some noodles and dumplings and put the bok choy in a soup. I'm going to make that for you maybe next. And I also bought some Brussels sprouts. They looked so good sitting there. And I had seen a recipe where you slice them in half and you put a lot of spices on them and you fry them. I can't wait to try something like that. And I haven't had Brussels sprouts in a long time, but I'm going to do it. But anyway, I digress. When I'm there buying my food, I always like to take a little stroll right through the clothes and definitely the shoes. It looked like someone had been in there and stocked up lots of boots and shoes lately. So I was fascinated with that aisle, and sure enough, I found booties that were part of a what they call a rollback. They were originally $20 and the rollback was $14. So I got these for $14. They do come in black and I believe a fawn color. They had other boots and other shoes that I thought were really unusual and different. It definitely was new stock, but I was attracted to the heel. It's not too big, and when I tried them on, I always buy a size larger than I am in a boot or a bootie, mainly because you push your foot forward. And my toes always suffer in normal shoes or boots these days. Tried them on and I love them. They do have a zipper on the inside, so they're easy to get into. And that's a big thing when you get older. Putting shoes and socks on is not an easy thing these days, right, ladies? And they're time and true. And they're that faux suede, or maybe they're a real suede. They feel like it. And I love the little short stacked wooden heel. So why don't you check them out? They look terrific. So I thought I wear so much of that cocoa brownish color, and I like to wear it with winter white. I have my winter white pants and sweaters. And as I was going through the wardrobes the past week or two, I noticed I have so much of that, the tans and the camels and the off-whites, that these were really necessary for my wardrobe. And I dug out another bag that I hadn't shown you. I did have extra bags that I didn't show you, but this one I thought it's really one of my favorites. I don't know where it was when I was pulling bags out the other day, but this was also, believe it or not, a Savers. Now look at that bag. Can you believe it? I paid probably $8.99 for this bag at one of my thrift shops. It's that faux ostrich look. It almost feels like real leather, honestly. It's one of those large carry bags that you just put on your arm like that, and you walk around with it like that. I can do that. I have been a bit upset lately with my little crossbody smalls because they're so tiny, and I still have stuff I put into it. Don't put diapers and bottles anymore in there, but still I can't deal with too tiny a purse. And the last week I've been using one of my very slouchy ones, my suede taupe slouch with the braided handle. And that was just, woo, that's a pretty bird. That's Moosie's clock, by the way. And it was so slouchy that when I went to sit it down, it would collapse, and then everything, tissues and wallet and keys and everything would get hidden, and I couldn't find what I was looking for. I always carry a bag of Moosie's identifications and medical cards and everything too. So I do carry a lot these days, but I thought, wouldn't this be nice? It's the same hue. The bag is a little lighter, but one of my favorite old-time bags that's 30 or 40 years old, the leather big slouchy bag, that will match these shoes too. Nice big interior and extra pockets for small things. And when I put it down, it doesn't collapse. Love it. Oh, I think I did well. Stop by Walmart. Honestly, I think a lot of their things are elevated. And if you didn't tell people you shopped at Walmart, I don't think they'd know the difference. By the time you style your outfits with jewelry, and as you know, I love my big jewelry, go big or go home, as you know. You know, Coco Chanel once said, before you go out the door, take off one piece of something. Whether it's a ring, a piece of jewelry. She used to wear quite a few of the pearls around her neck, and that was her signature look, long pearls layered on top of each other. Now, whether she took off one of those or a ring or whatever, I don't know. But I'm the other way around. I'm always thinking, maybe I need something else. But that's just me. Go big or go home. So I will model some of these things in a future video. Now that I have brought in a lot of my things, I've brought in my winter sweaters, I've managed to take out a lot of the other things and save what I wanted. I did purge a lot mainly because I'm at that point in my life that I'm not wearing a lot of the things that I used to wear, although I love them. I'm just not wearing them. So I have saved a lot of my go-to easy tracksuits, velvet tracksuits. I have a couple of those that I love. In fact, I was wearing a black one on Halloween. And I have some of these jackets and things. I have sweaters, which I do wear a lot of. And I have a lot of sweater coats, which are just perfect for California, and they go with some of my leisure suits. I think I showed you those. I have them in 3 different colors that I bought a couple years ago. So I'm not buying much new. I am relying on a lot of the things I already have, and it's kind of exciting for me to start looking toward them again. We do have things coming up. I have a couple of doctor appointments this week with Moosie, so I will have to put the makeup on and get dressed up a little bit. And then the weekend, I'm going down to San Diego again. My granddaughter Lizzie is in her Beauty and the Beast show. And I'll be staying over until Monday this time because we're going to go to a matinee Sunday. So I'm sure we'll do some other fun things. Mikey always has fun things planned when I drive down to San Diego. And then the following week, Moosie will be coming home, and I've set up doctor appointments too for dermo appointments and his cardiologist, various other appointments that we had to cancel the past several months because of his fall. Oh, his eye doctor, things like that. So I am going to have for my supper tonight an egg salad sandwich. You know, the other night I had a fried egg sandwich with ketchup on it, and it was so delicious. It reminded me of when Moosie and I used to have a later night snack, and a fried egg sandwich was always one of them. It just was so, you did the egg a little bit over easy, but I'm still getting some eggs from Colleen from her 3 lady chicks, and I've been eating them in the morning. And eggs, of course, are protein, plus my cottage cheese and various other things too. But I think I have to start getting back into thinking about healthy meals for Moosie when he gets home. Well, thanks so much for watching, my friends. I hope you enjoyed my little Halloween stint. I wasn't too awfully dressed up this year, but thank heaven for my witch hat. It always gets me through every year. I'll see you soon, my friends. Thank you once again. Bye for now, and God bless us all. It's Halloween day, and I'm on my way out. But before I go and visit Moosie, I'm going to get a flu shot, a COVID shot, pick up some pills for Moosie. Congratulations, Dodgers World Series winner. Should I do my hair a little better to get my flu shots and my COVID shot? Or should I just leave my hair witchy style and be thoroughly in style with the costume of today? I was vaccinated, by the way, by a big 6-foot-something bunny rabbit with ears and a mask and everything. I just thought I'd tell you that. So I was thoroughly in style in my witch hat.